You know, everyone nowadays thinks being a small creator is a disadvantage, but what most people don't see is that it's actually the best time to experiment. Locations, I chose this one because of the ray of light you see behind me, and it's actually a pretty good spot. But I made the perfect decision, not only because of the visual, but because of how good it smells. Actually, it smells like pine tree underneath here, and it's really good. So you might actually be wondering, why have I said what I said, before? What does it mean this is the best time for us to experiment? This is the time where you have the least amount of pressure, and that equals more freedom. As it comes to big creators, they have expectations to meet already. They have sponsors they have to work with. They have an audience established that, they have to, please by the content they bring to the table. As for us, small creators, we don't have that, we don't have to meet any expectations. So we get to see what works and what not, and pivot and, fail quietly. If we fail, we can do that quietly and almost nobody will know. I have tried a lot of niche, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys don't even know. I did most of these niche mostly because they seem fun to me and I wanted to try and experiment with them. At the time they seemed like I wanted to do it, and of course turns out I didn't like them enough to keep pursuing them. I'm not saying I failed at those, but I didn't really commit to them, and most of you guys don't even know about that. That's what I mean. You have more freedom and less pressure, And the good thing about this is I got to try those niche without, the stress about meeting deadlines or like having to please all these people. I just tried them because I like them at the moment, and it's literally quite an example for you to know what I mean about less stress and more freedom. I'm looking at the deer. There's like 6 of them. I really want to take a picture of them. As it comes to being a small creator and like as time goes, of course we get to build a community. But what I mean about community is that we're building a community, not just numbers. You know what I mean? So we get more genuine connections with other people. Comments come more like a more natural way and like a more genuine way, because some people actually like supporting small creators. They do that because of the exchange of support you can get and give. So you have a smaller audience, but a smaller audience equals closer connections. I don't get a lot of comments on videos, not even a lot of views on them, but I've noticed I'm creating more passionately and more intentionally than I've ever had. And within this niche of vlogging and filmmaking and my creator journey, I feel like I've been able to show you a real side of me that I've never had the chance to do. Like I said, I don't get a lot of views or a lot of comments on videos. Like I have had some comments before that whenever I get them, they feel, amazing. It's like a little push people give you, to keep going, and it motivates you to, do more of these videos, and like you see people actually connecting and clicking to your content. So another pretty awesome advantage that comes with being a small creator, the creative flexibility you have. And I mean this in the way of trends. Of course, every aspect of creation has a trend. With being a small creator, you can just choose to ignore those trends, or you can even choose to chase them if you want and ride the wave. You don't have the pressure, like I said, to having to do certain trends just because your audience is expecting it. You know what I mean? This comes back to me, trying different niches and switching from style to style. I used to live stream on Twitch. I used to vlog handheld content, just handheld content all the time. I used to do challenge videos. I used to do gaming videos. I'm pretty sure nobody knows about that. Another thing when being a small creator is that we have the long-term advantage. Being small teaches us resilience and consistency, meaning if we want to make it and go big, we have to be really consistent and show up consistently. Keep showing up. It's gonna build this skill most big creators wish would learn sooner. So I'm gonna do this one with deer behind me. For me, this phase is a really big one because it is shaping me into being a different person. Not quite literally, but I mean it in the sense of this type of content I'm showing you, it's really different from who I was when I started creating content, which was years ago. And like I said, I've been on and off a lot of times. This phase feels amazing, feels great, not only because I'm doing content, which is one of the aspects it's been so great, but because this phase I'm actually enjoying. I found a system system that works for me, that I feel comfortable doing. I get to go out every Saturday to explore, and not only explore, but make a video for you guys and like talk about something that I think you guys would like to hear or learn from. So it is shaping me into being a bigger person and like a better person on a daily basis. So if you're small, don't get frustrated. You're not behind. We're not behind. We are in the best spot to actually grow. Now, my question to you is, what is one advantage you've noticed as a small creator? Answer it in the comments down below. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me. We have a beautiful sunset going on. I'm gonna go get some B-roll for you guys. And thanks for tuning in. And if you stuck to the end of the video, thank you again. I really appreciate every single one of you. I hope you learned and got something from this video. I will see you guys in the next episode. See ya.